Okay, folks, thanks for joining me again with some Space Marines. This is Shreds, as always, with the Top 9 Productions. Taking yet another elevator. Recurring theme in this game, so many elevators. We have just cleared out a big battle zone. The battle of Orcs versus Chaos Demons. We win. Doesn't matter. And just skipping a lot of loading.
Trooper, get yourself together right now.
Yeah.
Yes. The other platoons are going to fall back towards the bastion. Hold this position, or they'll be cut off. Greetings, Ultramarines.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
As well as can be hoped, considering we are surrounded on all sides by the enemy horde. We're heading back to the command post, Captain.
Well, let's go. It's not really an escort so much as they just kind of tag along. As I was playing it, I was kind of afraid it would be like an escort quest. Like you see in MMOs or other RPGs. Just a huge pain in the butt. But thankfully, they just kind of tag along and you fight regardless. I'm just ignoring the people shooting at me, searching around, see what I can find. If you notice the jump there, it's because I actually died because I was messing around being stupid. So I just wanted to cut it out. I've seen enough deaths. The loading screen takes forever. So I cut that out. Playing a little bit smarter because there are a lot of guys to the left of the screen. So just taking my time trying to clear everything little by little, day by day. Take every day, one battle at a time, every battle at a time. And there are plenty of orcs. And now there's demons to kill too, so it's even more interesting. How many demons can you kill in an hour? It's a question not many people could answer, actually. Curious anyway. So it's 8 o'clock on Sunday the 16th of October, and we're trying to cut through as many episodes of Space Marines as possible. We'll do the same thing tomorrow in preparation for Arkham City, so we'll see how far we can get. Working double time on machine, encoding episodes of Spider-Man while commentating on episodes of Space Marines. Still trying to knock this out. For those who may or may not know, the last episode of X-Men Destiny got corrupted, and I had actually already lent the game to a friend, so I'm waiting to get the game back from him before I can post that final episode up. I'm really annoyed about it, and I keep bugging him every day, but we'll see when I can get that as soon as I can. When I do, I'll make sure to post that up as soon as possible, so I can finally complete the series. So the main delay lately is just the backlog of Space Marines I'm having to deal with. Probably got another 8 episodes to work on. I think we'll end up around 32 episodes for Space Marines, somewhere around there. It's just a guess, don't quote me on it. But either way, I'll be happy when it's done to complete the original series that I started the channel on. Draw ever closer to the 100 video posted mark. I haven't decided if I'm going to do anything for the 100 video mark, but we'll see. We'll decide when we get closer to that. That'll probably happen sometime in November, because there's so many games coming out. If you have any ideas on what you guys would like to see happen for 100 episodes, feel free to post them in there, or send me a message on the YouTubes, or post them on the Twitters. Check out the Twitter account. Tag is @Top9. It should be in the description below. Try and post it in every video just in case. That is the best way to keep up with what's going on with video production and all that stuff if you care. If not, you should follow me on there and then come up with topics for us to discuss. And we can have tweet battles, discussion forum. Or, here's a challenge. You can... I had a conversation with a acquaintance recently where he wanted me to describe what a star was without using the word gas or the word bright. So if you can come up with similar challenges, it doesn't have to be a star or anything in space, but if you can come up with a challenge to describe something without using a couple of common words, a couple of adjectives I should say, as he did in that situation, although gas isn't really an adjective. Well, I guess it could be, but, you know what I mean. Let's say you wanted me to describe the sport of basketball without using net or jump, something silly like that. Just to be as a challenge. You can post those on the Twitters and I will try and work them out as soon as I can. It'll be an interesting challenge. If you can stump me, then I'll give you a shout out in the next video I comment on. And I'll probably talk about it. Because if it's something that stumped me, then I'll probably go through the process and try and figure it out. But who knows, if you guys are interested, go ahead and do that. If not, do it anyway. Because it'll be more interesting. What else? What else? What else? What else? There's a lift over there, which we had to, run past to kill all those orcs, which you could have just avoided. Unnecessary violence. What is the world coming to? But they're orcs, so I guess they don't count, apparently. I don't know. What's going
Well
on?
met, Mira.
Jonah, I half expected to find a demon chewing on your bones.
Well, they'd spit me right out.
Make your report, Jonah.
The Greenskins have been pressing us hard, both down here and at the Bastion proper.
Get ready to fall back to the Bastion. Do not engage Chaos forces directly until I get reinforcements down here to back you up.
Aye, Lieutenant.
So that's kind of mean. She expected to find demons chewing on that guy's bones.
This way.
Like, no confidence whatsoever in your abilities. Pretty much you're useless. It's not something I would want a commanding officer to say in a time of war. Doesn't seem that helpful. Running down this hallway.
Lieutenant Mira, this is Bastion Primus. We're under heavy assault. The orcs are back, and they cut power to the sentry guns.
All of them?
They took out the generator. We couldn't defend it against such numbers. We had to fall back.
The Ultramarines and I are almost
okay.
at your position. Mirror out.
This area. Restoring the power to the sentry guns is a problem. But it's only because I didn't realize what the mechanic, or the best way to approach it. I'll talk about it when I get to that. It's just kind of annoying, because I didn't realize how easy it would be. A lot of times I'll overthink situations like that. But more about that when we get to that. It's very nondescript. More about that when we get to that. It's kind of like when you talk to someone and you're like, hey, did you see that thing with that guy? Yeah, I saw that thing with that guy. That was a great thing. That guy was great. No description whatsoever. Just the thing with the guy.
Scan complete. Adeptus Astartes. Access authorized.
Plasma gun is the one the ranged Chaos Marines have. So it is kind of an explosive range weapon. But I'm still carrying the Thunderhammer, so it doesn't matter. I can't use any of the other weapons that are not one-handed. So apparently you just cannot put Thunderhammer on your back. You have to carry it. I don't know if that is for a particular reason. Love how the missiles and all the projectiles take like the wonkiest path possible. It's like when you're watching or playing football and they just throw that wobbly spiral, but it still gets there, even though it doesn't look like it should. Just what it reminds me of. There were times during the play where I would just get kind of bored with normal animations and just execute as much as possible, just to make it a little different. Took me a while to figure out where that guy was who was shooting rockets at me the whole time. But we solved his problem, didn't we? Now we get some more exploding critters. That was a good shot. So now we got a bunch of berserk guys. Still hear some more of the exploding guys coming. It's good times. Just kind of cause the other guy to explode. Do damage to his allies instead. It's quite abusing. You can see the guy's kind of immune to the bullets, at least in his armor. So it's no fun at all with that. So I was getting low on health, so it just made sense to go and pop Rage.
You can see why we need the sentry guns. There aren't enough of us to hold this position without them.
Lieutenant, the central outpost is under attack.
Tell them we're on our way.
Move out, brothers.
It's time for a little more trench warfare.
We need those sentry guns.
Lieutenant, where is the generator?
If you continue on, you'll find it at the end of our fortifications.
I will contact you once I have restored power. Brothers, the guardsmen will need your help until the guns are reactivated.
We will hold the line, Captain.
So we are following this power cable. Amazingly exciting. We need to go and restart the generators. I believe this episode ends at the generators. A little bit of what I was talking about with the weird situation. Not really weird, I guess I just didn't realize it was easier than I was making it into. Execute this guy for the health, which I did. Made it all good. Okay. So, back this way is the generator, says I'll run down that way, you can see what's going to happen. And essentially, they, like, flood you with orcs. What you're supposed to do, and it's not what I do here, and I'll do it in the next episode, is just clear them out as much as you can, but while still making progress toward the switch. Hit the switch, that'll reactivate the turrets. And then pretty much it's just like easy peasy from there. However, I didn't figure that out, so I was trying it the hard way. I do think it's still a good idea to draw some of the guys out first, so it makes it easier when you need to do your charge in. Something I definitely recommend doing. That's pretty easy to draw them out. Just get a little closer so they come at you, or throw a grenade into a pile. Whoever doesn't die from that will come to you. Yeah, I was trying to be way too cautious. Not running. Just trying to kill everything like I had been before. Not realizing that they would all respawn. just like a huge wave of them will come at me. Oh, it looks like we're close, but then I get blown up. Like that. It is not fun. So be wary of situations like that. It's not the first time they presented that mechanic, so I'm a little surprised I had problems with it, but I think when I was playing this it was like 3 in the morning on the weekday, so it wasn't that fun. But I will go ahead and end this episode out. Thanks for joining me, guys. My name is Shreds. This has been a Top Knot production. We'll catch y'all later.